2014. I don't know. That's going to be tough. And as you pointed out yesterday, Commissioner Goodell was
hanging
on notice.
Yeah, he was hanging on by a thread.
Right?
Yeah.
By a thread. I thought he was about to lose his job. Remember, he did a Friday afternoon media session and tried to explain his way out of everything,
right.
and I didn't think he did great. He was dancing as fast as he could,
right.
but he survived.
Right. I agree with Christine. This was a layup for the NFL because all they had to do was just put him on the list and say, AB, we're going to put you on the commissioner's exempt list. You'll still get paid, but we need to do our due diligence. We need to do our fact-finding and see, hear her side, hear your side, and come up with the best case, a plan of action moving forward. And because the NFL is so reactionary, now, there's gonna be some outcries. Like, as you mentioned, he gets on this field on Sunday, there'll probably be a few protests, no big deal. He catches a touchdown, and then there all the headlines.
Yep.
Antonio Brown has this lawsuit pending about sexual assault, and the NFL put him out there. Why? You could have prevented this.
Yep.
You could have said, look, we're going to put him here. We're going to do our fact-finding. We're going to do our due diligence. And say after 6 days, 6 weeks, who knows how long it takes, Skip, we've gotten all the information. After talking to both sides, we feel comfortable with the decision that to let Antonio Brown play or to keep Antonio Brown off the field. But at least you appease, Skip, even if you don't care, you got to give the impression that you do care.
Yep.
And I think that's what people got so upset about the Ray Rice situation, because you gave your appearance that you didn't even give a damn about this.
Okay.
And so then it became, when the outrage, when the video became so public and everybody got an opportunity to see with their own eyes, and then and only then said, hold on, how did TMZ get the video? TMZ don't make $10 billion a year.
No.
They got it, and you didn't get it?
You got it.
Or did you even try to get it? Or did you not want to see what was on the video?
Fair question.
And that's what people thought.
Yep.
You didn't want to see what was on the video. Because for someone to get into an elevator standing, and all of a sudden they come out and they're being drugged out, the elevator didn't all of a sudden drop 40 stories. So the NFL, I keep saying NFL, Commissioner, you could have easily gotten yourself out of this situation by just placing him on that list.
All right, and because he didn't, there's a news story in today's USA Today from Josh Peter. It's a background story on AB from his early days in Miami, growing up there, and it features, first off, a quote from Larry Moss Jr. He's the former stepfather of Antonio Brown, who helped raise him from age 5 to 17. I don't want to make too much of this quote because Larry Moss Jr. has had his problems. He's been in and out of jail, and he had a falling out with Antonio at age 17, and they haven't spoken since. So you can, I don't want to make too much. You can read what you want into this, but I'm only reading this quote because these are the kinds of quotes, because the NFL didn't get out in front of this, that they're going to have to live with. This is in our national newspaper, USA Today, today. Larry Moss Jr., former stepfather of AB, says, I can't tell you that he did what they said he did, but I know he's very abusive to women. He just feels like he can have whatever he wants. He's just empowered that way. So it doesn't surprise me that this kind of allegation came out about him. Not trying to condemn or convict Antonio in the court of public opinion. I'm just showing you this is where you'll hear more and more of this kind of reaction because it's going to be open season on this issue because he's being allowed to play football. And there are going to be many people who, once they see him in the Patriot uniform and they see him catch passes, and I'm with you, this is the Patriot way. They are the watch this organization. They're going to say, not only are we going to play him, we're going to feature him enough. I believe he'll catch 3 balls for 30 yards. Where you just know he's had some impact on the game. And because of that, that you will have an equal amount of reaction to that, negative reaction to the fact that, oh, he's out there catching passes from Tom Brady. And by the way, to your point, there he is. He's at Tom's training facility, the TB12 facility, and he's yelling to Tom's trainer, Alex. And obviously, Alex Guerrero is now training AB. Tom Brady and AB, there's going to be extreme reaction to this. So buckle up. this is what you're asking for. I'm not surprised about the Patriots, but I am for the NFL's sake, because I thought there would be some way to get out of this. And apparently they've decided to just let it be for now.
Well, you thought they would have learned a lesson from the mistake that happened in 2014 with the Ray Rice situation, but they say you'll keep repeating the same mistake until you learn your lesson from the first mistake. So clearly they have not learned their lesson. You have this, Skip, there's a reason you have this at your discretion. This list is here for a reason. The guy, because if you were to suspend the guy, that means you don't pay him. If you suspend him and don't pay him, you're already basically saying that he's guilty of something. If you put him on this list, we're not saying you did or you didn't, because we're going to allow you to get your money. But what we need to find out, we need to talk to her, and we need to talk to you. And so we got to try to find how can we deduce as best we possibly can who's telling the truth and who's lying. You could have easily done that, Skip. What's the harm in that? You know, I don't think any fan, I mean, sure, I'm sure there's some Patriots fans would have said, basically you're saying he didn't. No, because this is the way to protect yourself from the criticism that you're going to get. And I agree with Jerry Bell. If this, for some ungodly reason, this goes to trial, it's going to get, Skip, you know what, discovery comes out, things get said that you don't ever want to come out. And you... Yeah, could he have settled this? Maybe she wanted more than he's willing to pay. And
if a jury decides for her...
And it's such a low standard in a civil suit. Skip, there's no reasonable doubt. It's preponderance of the evidence. That's what got Tom Brady in Deflategate. Preponderance of the evidence.
That's true.
That's what got O.J. O.J. got off.
Good point.
Then he got to the civil, and it says it's more probable than not that you did this. So $33 million. That's why so many people are unwilling, Skip, to go and try to fight a civil lawsuit, Skip, because the standard is so low. And then the commission, you had to, I mean, what do you have the list for if you're not going to use it? This is a golden opportunity for you to use it. And I don't really think the general masses would have said, okay, they want to do their homework. They want to make sure they get this right. And it was that's a Shaq dunk. That's not a layup. No, that's a Shaq dunk.
It's a dunk. It is. And by the way, this is also now part of public record that Wiltrese Jackson, the mother of one of Brown's 5 children, Antonio Brown's 5 children, accused him of shoving her to the ground at his home in Florida January 17th. This is just last January 17th, when she was seeking reimbursement for their son's haircut. And again, no, that doesn't mean he's guilty as accused here, but still, if you go to trial,
they bring all that.
All this will be brought up and more.
And see, the thing is with us, Skip, we try not to leap to conclusions. Well, he did this. Well, look how he behaved in Pittsburgh. Well, look how he behaved in Oakland. Well, he probably did what she said he did. Those are 3 separate incidents. But you don't get everybody sitting there and being as open-minded as you need to be in the court. They looking at him, and they see television. They see how he behaved. It's like, you know what? I can see a situation where he did that. And that's all it takes, Skip. Somebody else sees a situation where you did that, and then here we go. But I just wish the commissioner would have stepped up and said, you know what? We're gonna take a 20-second timeout on this one. And we're gonna put you on the commissioner's exempt list. We're gonna do some fact checking. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this. And like I said, it might take 6 days, Skip. You might can talk to her for 3 or 4 hours for 2 days, and then bring AB in and talk to him. And then you're like, okay, Lisa Freer, because I'm sure she's going to be in there. What do you think? Who do you think's telling the truth? Because that's all you can do, Skip. Basically, it's going to come down to, because like you said, is he versus she. He said he didn't. She said he did.
This is classic.
Right. So, okay, Lisa, this is why you're making the big bucks. This is why we brought you in for this. What do you think? What does your expertise tell you in this situation? What do you think happened?
Sometimes an incident can happen in the NFL where they can sort of sweep it under their rug and it'll just sort of slowly fade away. This is not going away.
It's the NFL, Skip.
And the accusations are far, far too serious for this to just fade away.
It's such a big platform, Skip. Domestic violence has been a big issue for a long time in America. But it wasn't until it hopped on the back of the NFL and there was an NFL player involved in it that all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, domestic violence is the biggest. It's been going on. But I don't know if we've gotten to a situation where we have such a high-profile athlete in the NFL get involved in a situation like this. But now, Well, we're here now, Skip. We're here now. And so I don't know how the NFL gets out of this. It's going to be very interesting to see what the headlines read come Monday. That's going to be the telltale.
Well, all I know is Antonio is still completely defiant because he says basically in that, what he posted, let the haters keep hating. The devil is trying to bring me down. And he uses his phrase, call God. You know, I'm calling God. Okay, so he's dug in.
Skip, I don't know if people really hate Antonio Brown. I think they hate some of the things that he's done. I think they hate the way he's acted, especially considering you make the money you make. Okay, you had a falling out with Ben. You don't like the way Ben.
No, I don't feel any hate yet.
But the Oakland situation, I don't understand. I don't know how he thought Oakland was at fault here because they couldn't put you on the field because you wanted to wear the helmet that they said you couldn't wear.
Unless he was trying to act his way out of Oakland to get to New England.
So,
serious allegations that obviously go much deeper than football. And adding another layer to it, this game unfolds in his hometown, Miami, Liberty City, Norland High School. We'll see what that adds. All right, up next on Undisputed, it was a tough loss for the Panthers last night. How worried should they be about Cam Newton now? That's next. And don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM. Undisputed, back in just a moment.